Maravilla Martinez. Fighting out of the blue corner from Pensacola, Florida. Here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good defense there on the left uppercut. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this will be like a rabbit in the headlights.
Well done with that counter shot. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. Oh, that punch. There's a counter shot. Missed with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second.
What do we expect to see here in round two? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get settled in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
This is with the straight left. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. A much better game plan here.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Just missing with the uppercut. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Martinez in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. There's the bell to start round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Got him there. Both men step back for just a moment. Quick punch scores. And he scores with the counter. Point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than equal.
That uppercut's blocked. Believe what we are seeing. Good counter punching. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round.
Don't worry about it.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
These fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Perfect counter lands. Nice counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Martinez in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too...
And there's the bell for round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won hands down.
truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to me. Are you okay?
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
That punch is beginning to take its toll. That's a good start to the round for this guy.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Straight right just misses. He prevents that left uppercut from scoring. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. There's the bell to start round 6. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. It's all offense all the time. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? There's the bell to start round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Do it fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Nice job getting that punch through. How about that time counter shot? In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
They exchange punches. Did you see that? Sergio Martinez is rocked. Maravilla is flat on his back. He caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
Even I've got to say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you still want to fight?
Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. It's not over till it's over. And they're back at it again here in round 8. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Good counter punch. I'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. And it's lights out. That will do it. What a knockout win. A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
Are you all right? You're out of there.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mother and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the vinegar. Hey. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's a necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top
I'm Todd Grisham, and what a venue. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Dimitri Bivol. He's 183 centimeters tall, which matches his reach, which is also 183 centimeters.
And up against them, it's Antonio Tarver, 6'2" tall, with a reach of 75 inches.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
It's Dimitri Bivol. Here comes the man that beat.
And they'll be facing Antonio Tarver, multiple light heavyweight world champions, including the WBA, WBC, and IBF.
Oh, pure bad blood.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, fighting out of Kyrgyzstan by way of Russia, presenting the acclaimed light heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Dimitri Bivol. Fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from Florida, here is the 3-time world champion.
Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright sunny sky.
All right, Todd.
So here we go. Should be a good one. That uppercut to the body. That counter punch caught him clean. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he just missed with that left jab. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. The perfect counter lands. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Counter punches have to hurt. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. He threw a punch and just got countered. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Drop their guard, they get caught. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Bivol in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
The bell, sometimes it couldn't be the...
On to the second round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punching. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They exchange punches. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Nice counter shot. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
What a punch. Beautiful counter shot.
Can't land the jab there.
How about that time counter shot?
Quick punch scores.
Catch and shoot. Well done with that.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
On that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
On to the third.
Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Both men step back for just a moment. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. These punches coming from every angle. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Nice counter punch right up the middle.
Talk about Nevo on that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Don't worry about our round. Let's go out there and let's... Good work. That's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get... Mate, what are you doing?
And there's the bell to start round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter punch. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The jab doesn't quite connect. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you're not thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
That counter shot lands. Misses with the jab. Solid punch.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Bevo in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Smart when you go out. Okay, I'm happy. I like that round.
There's the bell to start round 5. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
A perfect counter shot. Good counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
There's a counter shot. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He misses with that straight left. And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter punch. They blocked the left there. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bevo in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Great one. I love that.
This is the beginning of round 6. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Perfect punch. Good counter punching. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Insane action. You'd like to see more jabs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Bevo in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you.
Sticking on the end of the jab.
Here comes round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is If it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. There's a counter shot. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When are we going to see a jab from these? And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
That's like...
10, 9, 10 you're out. So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.